Hello, ladies and gentlefrogs. My name is Epic, but you can call me Dan. Welcome to the Throwing Knife 101 video, where I'm going to be talking through the World War II throwing knife and how it works and what you can do with it and everything you need to know about it. So first off, we're going to talk about the size. Now, compared with other Call of Duty hatchets like throwing knives in Modern Warfare 2, 3 and Ghosts, then we got the Tomahawk and the Combat Axe and the Biospike and the Spike Drone. This one is a lot smaller, and I know you can make as many jokes as you can, la la la. And unfortunately, in the game, this will mean that it's going to be a lot more difficult to pinpoint hit your enemy, which means you're going to have to be a lot more accurate, especially with bank shots and cross maps, because if you go for those, you're going to have to get them perfectly, and unfortunately, it doesn't give that much leeway to how it works like previously. You can't somehow get a really lucky bank shot kill. You're going to have to be really precise with this one. Second thing I want to talk about is the reticle. Now, in previous Call of Duty, we've always been supplied with like a little dot reticle and then two little Y-shaped symbols, one above and then one inverted below. And it, it helps a bit. It helps with spots as well when I'm doing spot videos. Doesn't really help for throwing it. If you're just going to throw it, it's kind of like you kind of know what to do with it. So unfortunately, that's not going to be the case in this one, I'm afraid. You're going to have to deal with a little dot, and even I'm trying to get used to it. Now, on with bank shotting, yes, the throwing knives do bank, and quite a few bank shotter friends of mine have wondered if it banks. Yes, and here's proof on a kill cam where it banks just the same as a normal throwing knife in any other Call of Duty, and you actually get to see the flight travel path when you're throwing it, so you'll know if it banks off the surface. So thank God that throwing knives bank. Next, on to cross maps. You can get cross maps, and you can throw the throwing knife across the map. That's obvious, okay? I'm not going to spend too much time on this one, but you can throw throwing knives across the map, and you can probably get kills with them. I haven't got one yet, so I can't show you, unfortunately. Now, onto the class setup. For the class, you're going to want to use the basic training known as Serrated, where this one is going to give you 2 tacticals, and it's going to give you 3 throwing knives. Now, we have not seen it in a Call of Duty game yet where we've had 3 throwing knives, and I may be mistaken. Now, onto the main problem here: no travel path in the service star. So if you get a service star or a bronze star or a play of the game or whatever you want to call it with the throwing knife, unfortunately you will not get the throwing knife being followed as you usually do in a kill cam, as such as we saw previously. So there is no travel path with these throwing knives, and it really sucks because they look really cool to watch it travel. But that's mainly for play of the game. In Search and Destroy, you can get travel paths. Now, on to how they throw. When you're throwing a throwing knife, they do throw quite quickly, a bit like strong arms in Ghost, and you don't have to aim that high above the enemies, but the trajectory is not that bad. It's not how it was with older throwing knives. It's just more straightforward rather than like a looping arc. So hopefully the gameplay on screen will give you some suffice on how to take out long range enemies and how it will work for you. And finally, one thing I want to address in this video is the resupply problem at the moment online. Now, I'll show you a few clips here. When I was playing in combat training, this was fine because I was constantly getting my throwing knives resupplied when I went over the dead bodies. But when you look on the screen now, you can see that when I was playing online, every time I would kill someone with a throwing knife, my throwing knife would just vanish. And for some reason, I cannot get my throwing knife to replenish. And I don't know if it's just a little glitch that the game is first out now, but it needs to be something that needs to be fixed, because it's just going to be annoying for knife feeders, personally, like myself. That is probably everything for the Throwing Knife 101, and if you have any questions, let me know and I'll try and get back to you as soon as possible with any other regards. I think I've covered everything. I've kind of just gone for every different individual knifer, so trick shotters, knife feeders, bank shotters, cross mappers, and just the casual throwing knife people. So hopefully this has helped you. Leave a like if you have enjoyed, and make sure you subscribe for more World War II content.